The biggest modern Pokemon story ever, but nobody's really talking about this one specific thing. Let's start from the beginning. Recently, news broke of a Pokemon worker trying to sell stolen Fusion Strike cards at a local shop in Texas. There's a lot of other details about that, but that's the basic story, and there's some other creators that have made way better videos than I could possibly make. There's been some other photos showing up on the internet that show stacks of Evolving Skies and even more Mew Vmaxes from Fusion Strike. I want you to focus on a more broad question that we're going to break down in this video. Why are these cards so sought after and so expensive? So let's take this card, the Umbreon Vmax, as a good example. It's currently worth about $1,000 in a PSA 10, but is it really that rare? We're going to look at this 2022 Polygon article as the only thing that I could really find with any recollection of print runs for these modern cards. I want you to pay attention to these numbers and get a good perspective, okay? 2021, there was nearly 9 billion cards printed. And in that year, there were 6 sets. So if we do some math, there's nearly 1.5 billion cards per set. Obviously, things are going to be a little bit different, but you get the point. Assume that there's 10 cards in each pack as always, except for maybe celebrations or other specialty sets. We're going to have about 150 million Evolving Skies booster packs in that given year. So using those TCG player estimates, we all know that they're a small sample, but this is the only data we really have right now to get some perspective on this. We'll use the odds from the most expensive card in the set and divide that and get about a 1 in 764 pack chance in hitting the best card, which seems kind of fair with the amount of packs that I've opened and some other people have opened and haven't hit that card. That's going to give us roughly 196,000 Umbreon cards in circulation. You take those cards and now let's look at what is actually graded. Right now, PSA has 7,553 graded with 5,919 in a 10, and Beckett and CGC both have over 1,000 graded as well. Okay, so trust me, I'm going somewhere with this. Let's get you another example here. So if we use that Polygon article again, there was about 1 to 2 billion cards in a print run before the high demand. Let's compare this to another card, the Arceus, Dialga, and Palkia GX alt art from Cosmic Eclipse. Considering this as an alt art for that set, we're going to assume certain amount of rarities are the same. It should be pretty hard to pull the same way that something like the Umbreon would be hard to pull, okay? Using the same calculations with a 2 billion card print run versus a 9 billion card print run, we get this. In this set, there's over 333 billion cards printed, over 33 million packs in circulation, and over 36,000 of this alt art card that you could get. Following me? There's a PSA pop of 1205 graded with 561 10s, a BGS pop of 81 with only 5 10s, and a CGC pop of 312 with only 2 10s. So let's consider this. We have a card from 2019 that is arguably just as unique and hard to pull as this current Umbreon Vmax that is so popular right now. This card has a lower population. At its highest price right now, this card is about $145 raw and around $400 in a PSA 10. And like with the Umbreon we mentioned before, it's about $600 raw and around $1,000 in a PSA 10. A card that right now you could walk into a retail store and find and hopefully get out of a pack with 4.5 times more cards in circulation is worth 2 times more than a more statistically rare card that you cannot find on the shelves currently. So one more card, let me show you what's going on here. Now, if you look at the Latios and Latias alt art from Team Up, this argument makes no sense. Recently sold for $470 raw, which is less than the Umbreon, but more than the other card. But a PSA 10 recently sold for over $1,900. Okay, so we've gone through the numbers and analyzed all the market trends and done all of this to help you know exactly what's going on. And what is it?
And here we go. I hope you're hungry. For nothing.
This is all to prove to you, sure, the rarity of a card and its popularity within the community does affect its value, but at the end of the day, in the grand scheme of things, these are just pretty pictures on shiny cardboard. If you're thinking about buying a super rare, super expensive Pokemon card, it might leave you empty and unfulfilled for spending so much money so abruptly on some shiny cardboard. It's very, very important to know what you're spending and why you're spending it. If you truly love a certain card, go get it, but don't let the pressure of trying to be one of the cool kids or chase a certain fad make your decisions for you. In the end, it's all about you loving the hobby and the thrill of the hunt for finding those cards that speak to you personally. This has been something I've been wanting to say for a while, and all of these scandals have really prompted it, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. So please make sure you like and subscribe if you enjoyed this. Leave a comment if you have some thoughts, and we'll see you in the next video.